What's up, my cronies, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Star Fox. Once again, I hope you have been enjoying the episodes that I've put up so far, and hope you'll continue to watch and continue to enjoy the ones that I will put up in the future. We're going to start off now with the second half of the medium path with Sector Y. If you saw last time, you saw we did the stage Sector X, and the two stages, despite having similar names, are not that similar. Though I will say that Sector Y is one of my more favorite levels of the game, and I think it's one of the more interesting locales that we see. As always, there are some enemy ships to shoot, but for the most part, actually, many of the obstacles and enemies and things flying around that we see are things that are already there. And the stage is kind of like some kind of galactic sea or something. A lot of the enemies seem to be sea-like creatures. I don't know if you saw at the very beginning, but they were kind of stingray-type monsters. And now we see space amoebas, which we need to dodge like the plague, because they will latch onto us like Metroids and sap our health until we get rid of them by doing an infamous barrel roll. Which actually, barrel rolling is kind of janky in this game. I mean, in many of the Star Fox games, to do a barrel roll, you simply hit L or R twice. Well, I did one really quickly right there, but barrel rolling serves the same function as it does in other games, but you can't do it really as fast. And here is the giant stingray, which we do not want to shoot. Slippy's right. Beware the big stingray. Don't make it mad. Because if you shoot it, it will come after you and relentlessly attack you until you are dead. That's not something we can really abide by in this Let's Play. Can't abide by it one bit. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, barrel rolling. In this game, well, in all the other games as well, you can tilt either to the left or the right and basically fly sideways by holding L or R, or Z or R in Star Fox 64, because of how the N64 controller was. But in this game, it's not. In the other games, it's more instantaneous. You kind of almost immediately go on your side. But in this game, it takes a second. So barrel rolling can sometimes prove to be a little annoying to do. But whatever. You don't really need to do it that much, but when you do it, you need to do it carefully. Now here's a giant whale, which I also think you're not supposed to shoot. Yeah, if you don't shoot it, it gives you a bunch of health rings and a shield that I just straight up missed for some reason. Health and whatnot. I think it maybe comes up if you don't shoot the giant stingray, or if you shoot all the little red stingrays, which you are supposed to shoot. I'm not really sure. Overall, this is a pretty short level, as we're already to the boss. I feel like I've just started speaking. But this is the Plasma Hydra. And I assume it's something Andross built. I don't really think it's something that is naturally occurring here in Sector Y. But as the name implies, it attacks with great balls of plasma. And it's kind of a weird boss to fight, as you can kind of see the plasma travel through its arms. I think you're supposed to shoot the bumps as they go on, or shoot the tip of the arms, or something, I don't know. Either way, eventually you destroy both the arms, and then are left to shoot the main part, which you see right now. But it's left with one appendage that it swings around at you. It's not the easiest boss, but it's also not the hardest either. As you see, it just kind of flies up in the middle of the screen and just hit me, but it's a good boss. It's a middle of the road medium style boss. A good boss for the medium path. Anyway, that brings us to the end of Sector Y. And next up, we're flying off to Venom to finish up medium mode. And just like the easy path, Venom is made of 2 levels. One up in the airspace, and one closer to the surface of the planet. Hey, we got 100%. Nice. And there's our second continue, which will obviously not be needed. but it's good to have. Alright, on to the monochrome planet, Venom. I don't really know why it's black and white on this picture, because obviously when you're closer to the surface it's more like yellow and orange and evil looking. Alright, sneaking into Venom's back door, just the way I like it. So like the easy path, like I said before, this first part of Venom is up, still in space, but near the planet. And also it proves to be one of the, I guess, one of the harder levels of the path. And they throw a lot of stuff at you, or at least as far as I remember. Let's see how long Peppy's gonna stay in my way. One thing I'd like to point out about saving your teammates and stuff is, even though you can't shoot them, they can of course still take damage from getting shot, but something I thought was interesting is that whoever gets chased is randomly determined every time you play it, because while recording the videos for this, like, I would die on a planet or something and then just start the recording over so that you wouldn't have to see me die and come back and replay the level. So I would just find it easier just to start recording again, or start recording from that planet, or whatever. I don't know why I used a bomb right there. I guess I thought I needed to. But I noticed on levels that whoever was being chased was different every time. Like one level it seemed like Slippy was being chased just about every time, but then I restarted and then it was a mix of all of them, pretty much. So in Star Fox 64 and the later games and stuff, it is a set thing, like who gets chased when and whatever, but in this game it was pretty random, which I thought was pretty neat. So we got some more of the enemies from, see, there's Slippy now. I guarantee you it would be someone else. Well, there's a 66% chance that it would be someone else, but for now it's Slippy, and of course he's getting in the way, just like they usually do, and just like they did on the easy Venom level, when these same obstacles were coming at me. Now when I shot that thing, like, a weird blue thing kind of flew towards the screen. I don't really know what the purpose of that is. It happens sometimes. I think I read somewhere that if you fly into it, you would get a continue or something. But, so when I saw it, I would kind of try to fly into it, and I think you'll see it a few more times, once or twice more, throughout this series of videos. There was a shield that was way out of the way, that no hope of getting that. But, I tried flying into them, but it didn't really work that well. And I never noticed anything happened. I tried shooting it, I tried flying into it. Nothing really happened, except it looked weird. So I'm not really sure what's up with that. But we're trekking along, and we've now come to the boss of Venom Part 1, which is the Metal Crusher. Which, as it sounds, will try to crush us. Basically, Peppy giving us some sage advice, telling us to fire our brakes, which will save us from the boss's attack, which it flies up to us and tries to crush us. You have to shoot it. It's kind of difficult to get the positioning of your shots down. You have to shoot it like right in the middle in the flashing red and yellow orange part. Right in the middle. So it alternates between a few different attacks. The first attack, it kind of releases some, I guess the only thing I can compare them to are depth charges that ships would lower to, or actually the submarines would let go to hopefully attack a ship. I got hit there. That thing does a lot of damage. Now, those things kind of remind me of depth charges, and then the other attack you saw where it kind of fires some onion rings back and forth and tries to hit you with those. Alright, so we've destroyed one of the halves of the thing. So now it's down to the last one. And I forget exactly what it does. I guess it just straight up died. But as you could see, as it was exploding, something kind of ejected from it and went down to the surface of Venom. Just like the boss for the easy Venom. You had to fight it down on the surface again. It was slightly harder. So I guess we'll find out what it has in store for us when we get down there. Another 100%, not that it really matters, but good to know that I did that level as well as I possibly could. So now we're here down on the surface of Venom, and it's nice to see a different kind of background for this level. And man, I'm getting hit a lot already. As far as I can tell, as best as I can tell, I'm somewhat near like the Venom capital city, I assume. It looks like there's buildings and lights and stuff going on down there, and this looks like some kind of highway. I guess we just randomly know where exactly Andross' base is. We can just take the right exit off the freeway if we need to. This level, despite a little bit of trouble at the beginning, is not that hard. There's stuff coming at us like one or two at a time, but with the strongest lasers, it's not much to worry about. And there's a bomb that we actually do need because I fired one off in the last level, so pick that up. Oh, now the stuff starts to fall. But we made it to the checkpoint, so we're halfway there at least. I do like this layout. I think it's pretty cool. I don't know what you think, but I like it. And you can still see the ugly Venom sky in the background with all the clouds and storms stuff going on. But yeah, this feels like we're actually like driving up to the place and going to take out Andross. I thought there was like a little period with nothing going on. I thought the boss was about to come up, but nope, just some new enemies that you can hear, but I can't really see. There they are. The dudes on the bikes. I think they're called the Galactic Rioters or something. I don't know. I forget what the boss is called. We'll just call him the Road Warrior, I guess. But it's a little thing that I guess ejected from the Metal Crusher. It has a never-ending supply of biker dudes in it that will come at us and try to kill us. Now the boss seems like half dead already, but it gets to this part where it's actually pretty difficult to dodge. It comes up right near the screen, and as far as I can tell, the only way to dodge it is to keep firing your brakes. But I managed to get hit quite a bit when it does this, and it's fairly difficult to dodge. Hopefully one of my wings doesn't break. As far as these arrows down on the road go, I don't quite know what's up with those. But when it opens up, that's the only time you can shoot it. I'm incredibly disappointed that it didn't die right there. Now I have to deal with this thing again. Alright, yeah, I broke a wing. So I guess now I'll explain what happens when you break a wing, since now's the best time, I guess. Basically, when one of your wings takes a little too much damage, it breaks, as you can tell. And it looks different, it looks terrible, and I'm not sure how much altitude you lose with just one wing broken, but I know for sure in like the later games when you break a wing it would be quite detrimental to your ability to fly. But the biggest problem I have with it is no matter what levels of laser you have, it takes you down to your basic one-shot laser. As if that weren't bad enough, the only way to fix your wing, I don't remember if it automatically fixes going to the next level. I really don't think it does. Not totally sure, but the only way to really fix it is to pick up a twin laser, like a double laser, a laser upgrade. And in this game, after you pick one up, you still won't have your double laser, but it will throw a wing repair thing right in front of you, which you can then pick up and it will fix your wing. But you'll still only have this single laser. And I think you'll see it right here. Yes, see there's the thing I need. And I got it, and as you heard, the voice said wing repaired, and we're good to go, except we're down to our single laser, which is not something I appreciate. It's not quite something I can abide by, but what choice I got. So Andross is here again, and the strategy is quite the same as last time, except now it seems as though, I don't really remember because I don't think I missed. If I did miss, I didn't miss that much in the easy battle. but it seems as though his face will reflect my shots back at me, and they could probably do some serious damage. But once you're in the right spot, of course, it doesn't matter because you'll hit his eye like every time. Here we go, we're down to the Andross die, which is now more like a dreidel, almost. And I even think with the full lasers it will take more than one go around to kill it. Which means the battle's not quite over yet, but we'll get there. Kinda don't know what to say because, I mean, the boss is literally like the same fight as the easy path, so I feel like anything I said there equally applies here, and there's nothing really new to say, except the new shape of the die, which should die this time. The die should die. No, it didn't. Really wish my wing wouldn't have broken, because I would have had at least double laser. I don't really know why I fired that bomb. I should have known it wouldn't have done anything. But whatever. It's just making this fight be even more long and drawn out. So how have you been, my lovely, great viewers who are watching this right now? Hope you're having a great day. Hope everything's going well. Hope that all you're working for is succeeding and all your plans are coming to fruition. Oh, here we go. We've beat the boss. I can stop making small talk now. So the triumphant music is about to kick on at any moment. And we've beaten the medium path. Or at least I have. You watched. Now all that's left is the hard path, which can be quite challenging at some times. And I hope you'll rejoin me once again to see it. Or twice more, actually, because it'll be split up into 2 videos. But yeah, we're now 66.66 repeating % done with the game, keeping with the fractions and percentages theme that I've put forth, totally by accident. So I'm gonna shut up so you can hear exactly what is said at this part when Fox and everyone is flying back, or are flying back rather, to Corneria. I think that kicks in rather soon. No, maybe not. It's gonna show me my scores. 95, 89. What happened on stage 2? That was Sector X, right? Jeez, that's terrible. Did so well on all the other stages, well, except Corneria, I guess. That was a level where I took a lot of stupid damage, and I didn't really deserve 100% on that level. Alright, I think it's right now. No, it's gonna show me my final score, which I don't really care about. Average score, it's going to be low because of that 89%. Yeah, I can do better than 97%. Come on. Alright, here we go. I think.
Come in, Cornelia.
This is Corneria. Pepper speaking. Congratulations on a job well done.
Roger. I'm heading back to Corneria.
Did you notice that? The first time Fox said Corneria, it almost sounded like Cornelia. I don't want to blame that up to poor localization or anything, but that was kind of bad. Also, there I go again. General Pepper sounded kind of terrifying. Anyway, here's a quick rundown of all the bosses for level 2, as they call it, which is the medium path. The first and second bosses were, of course, the same as the easy path. The attack carrier and the rock crusher. Moving on now, we see Professor Hanger, which I still don't really understand what it is. If it's an actual professor, or if it's just some kind of robot AI or something that was working on Titania that just went bad or something, I don't know. The Plasma Hydra from Sector Y, which attacks with a plasma spewer. And I think just plasma would be fine to say, but whatever. Here's the Metal Smasher, which almost killed me, actually. Not too easy of a boss. I mean, getting the timing down to put on your brakes can be kind of tricky at first. I guess I'll actually find out what the name of this boss is. It is not Mel Gibson as the Road Warrior. It is it's the Galactic Rioter, and it attacks with air bikers. So I guess I was kind of right, I just had the wrong name for the wrong thing. As always, our favorite, Andross, with Ellipsis again. Attacking with his telekinetic rectangles and creepy mouth. Look at that thing, that's so weird. Anyway, thank you for watching once again. Hope you enjoyed my video, and join me next time for the hard path.